Hey guys, welcome back to Midnight Violets. Today we're going to be doing a first impressions get ready with me haul kind of thing, all about Makeup Academy, so MUA. I was a little bit naughty. I've gone on their website and made not the smallest order, picked up lots of exciting things, and I'm going to share them all with you and use as many of them as I can on my face. So I think we're going to start with the eyes today. The palette that I picked up is this one here called the Romantic Efflorescence, not Evanescence. Anyone remember Evanescence? So this is basically just a palette full of bronzy purpley shades and they are so beautiful. So let me just quickly swatch a few for you. So there are some swatches of those shades. I will make sure to put some proper swatches on my blog for you though. I've also actually got some new brushes from Makeup Revolution, so we're going to try those too, seeing as the MUA ones I've got are face brushes. So this is the E103. This one here all over my lid called Tempt. Really, really nice, gorgeous plum colour. It's a bit more matte than I thought it would be. I do generally quite like the MUA eyeshadows. They're not hugely pigmented, but they're pigmented enough. Check out this fallout! So in the crease I want something a bit more subtle, so I'm going to use this matte taupe shade. This is my trusty MUA E3, which I absolutely love. I love these brushes. This shade does not seem to be very good. I'm not really getting much colour payoff from it. You're probably going to want to use some kind of sticky base under these, like a Maybelline Colour Tattoo, just any other cream eyeshadow really. Otherwise these colours are going to be a little bit muted and downplayed. So I'm going to see what the black's like now. This one is called Corrupt, and I'm just going to put that right into the socket of my eye just to try and get a bit more definition in there. Okay, so the black seems to be okay. I mean, you can see that I've got some colour on there. Doesn't seem to be blending particularly well. Now I'm just going to try and blend this all together a bit better. I have to be honest with you, I don't think the eyeshadows in this are as good as the MUA ones usually are. I'm just going to use Vanilla from Soap and Glory for my brow bone. I'm just using an angled eyeliner brush for this. I'm just going to try and blend it down to help blend these MUA eyeshadows a little bit. This has kind of turned into a grungy look, so I'm just going to go quite subtle on the eyeliner. The more and more I look at this eyeshadow, the less I'm liking it. It seems that as I've blended it, the colours kind of faded and disappeared. And I do remember Makeup Academy's eyeshadows being better than this. I don't know whether it's that everyone else has kind of got better and overtaken, or whether MUA has actually got worse, but it's not what it used to be. So I'm just going to put a quick bit of brown eyeliner underneath my eyes. This one is from Essence. Show with my finger. Just a bit of the Gosh Forever eyeshadow in Silver Rose on the inner corner. It's a really gorgeous kind of rose goldy shade, so it goes really well with these purple colours. This is the Essence I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. I really need a new one, this one's kind of run out. Probably one of my most favourite mascaras and probably one of the cheapest ones I've ever tried as well. If you like volume, definitely give this a go. I really don't know what is up with my lighting, it is so bad today. I hope that when I get this onto my computer it's going to look better. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so those are the finished eyes. I think once I've pulled it together with eyeliner and mascara, it does look a little bit better, but it's not quite what I had my hopes on, if you know what I mean. So next I'm going to do my face. So I've got two new face brushes from MUA. One of them I am ridiculously excited about, so let's go with this one first. This is the F9 brush. So it's a contour brush. If I hold it in front of my face, honestly my lighting is awful. So you use it down the side of your face to get nice chiseled cheekbones like everybody wants these days. And then to go alongside it there's the F11, which is a highlighting brush. It's basically just a huge fluffy brush. So that's what those brushes look like a little bit closer up. So if I turn it around you can kind of see. Nice and chiseled, and then this one is just a fluffy brush. I don't have any new bronzers and highlighters from MUA, so I'm just going to be using some old favourites. So to contour with, I'm going to use the Soap & Glory Solar Powder. Okay, no, it definitely puts some product on my face. And I think to blend it, I'm just going to use my bronzer brush from Eco Tools. So you can definitely get a really nice definition with this. If you struggle contouring, I think this could really work for you. You just need to make sure that you blend it properly. You don't want to get stuck with a line like that on your face. I've seen a lot of brushes like this. I think it's the Illamasqua and NARS do them. But as you know, I'm a massive high street person, so I've not gone and tried those ones, but I was waiting for someone to do this brush and I've now got it. Quite happy with that, and then I'm just going to finish off the rest of my bronzing with my bronzing brush. If you've got pale skin, this Soap & Glory one is actually really good. So the real reason I made my MUA order was not for the eyeshadow palette, a little bit for the brushes, but mainly for these little guys. So these are the new Whipped Velvet blushes. I think off the top of my head there's 5 or 6 shades available, and I just was intrigued by a whipped blush. I've had whipped foundations and I actually love them. They're one of my favourite types of foundation, so I thought it'd be really fun to try some blushes as well. And although this one's got a big line through it where I kind of caught it after taking pictures, I have not swatched these yet, so I'm just going to do that for you now. So the brighter shade here is called ChiChi, and the nudie shade is called Spry. If anyone knows what Spry means, please tell me. So this is what Spry looks like. It's a very nudie kind of colour, very creamy. A little bit peachy in colour. I think this could work really well if you're wearing quite bold makeup everywhere else. And this one here is ChiChi, so this is a really bright orangey coral shade. And that's what that looks like. So if I just blend it out a little bit to just show you how it blends. So that actually blends beautifully. I think I'm going to quite like these. It's not cream to powder though, for those wondering. So I think I'm actually just going to use Spry today, as I'm going to go with quite a bold lip and my eyes aren't the subtlest. I'm actually going to use my fingers. We're going to see how that goes. So it's a really nice kind of nudie subtly pink. Obviously I'm going to have to do a bit more testing, but I actually really love these so far. Putting a little bit more on just to see how buildable they are. The one thing to be wary of though, as I do, I don't have the best skin, so I've got quite a lot of sort of concealer on my face, and I think it is like rubbing it off a bit as I'm applying it. So these would be perfect for those with like beautiful flawless skin that just want, you know, a little bit of a blush in the face. Then for highlighter, I'm just going to go in with my all-time favourite Mary Luminizer from the Balm. I'm just going to tap it off because I think that picked up quite a lot of product. I have to be honest with you, I'm not overly convinced by this brush. I do prefer a fan brush for applying my highlighter. I've got one of these Whipped Velvet lip, what are they actually called? It just actually says Whipped Velvet on it. But basically they're kind of like a matte lip cream, and the awesome thing about this is that there is the same amount of shades as there is with the blushes, and they all match up. I don't actually have any matching pairs to tell you whether they match properly. So this shade here is called Ritzy, and there is supposedly a blush this bright as well. And then they've also got some new tinted lip balms called Sweet Sheen lip balms. I've got this one here in Cherry Bomb, and I've got this one here in Peach Dream. So this is the Whipped Velvet in Ritzy. Tinted lip balm in Cherry Bomb. Tinted lip balm in Peach Dream. And that is what I cannot say the name of this thing. This is what Ritzy looks like. So this is actually different to the other matte lip products that MUA already do. This one doesn't set down, so it kind of just stays nice and creamy on the lips. So if you've got dry lips, this is definitely going to be a better alternative. It's not quite as pigmented, but it's definitely a lot more comfortable. So in my eyes, I prefer this formula. And then I have just quickly got one more product that I haven't used today, but I do want to quickly show you. So this is the MUA Pro Base Prime and Conceal in Lilac. Yes, Lilac. So this is supposed to be a really good concealer for kind of brightening, so I could see it being quite good under the eyes. and in terms of colour correction, it's going to be really good for kind of like yellowy areas of the skin, so if you've got any kind of discoloration. But I thought I'd give it a go. I don't have a purple concealer. Well, I suppose I do now, but I didn't before. And it definitely comes off purple. So that is the finished look, the finished first impressions, and I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. As always, let me know in the comments down below what videos you'd like to see next, and I will speak to you again soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!